We are back here on Smackdown, and of course you could catch NXT a full 24 hours after Smackdown each and every week. Well, at least, hopefully. But regardless, here we go. Blockbuster, written all over it. Time for no disqualification main event.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, Roman Reigns.
This man right here could be considered one of the most polarizing WWE superstars in history. Of course, people have loved him, people have hated him. And to be fair, I will admit, before in the past, I was one of this man's haters. I was one of his biggest, just anti-supporters, I guess, is a good way to put it. This man got under my skin each and every week. However, eventually you realize that he works just as hard, and if not harder, than the entire WWE roster. What he gets coming to him, he really does deserve, if anything. This man, I will admit, I treated too harshly in the past, but eventually, I've grown to realize that Roman Reigns, he is legit one of the best sports entertainers in the world today. No matter whether people boo him or hate him, he gets a reaction. That's the job. Does better than just a person doing super kicks, Canadian destroyers, just for a cheap pop with not much of a character. Yes, that's a shot at a certain individual. Or if anything, two certain individuals.
And his opponent from the Rocky Mountains, weighing in at 303 pounds, Lars Sullivan.
Ah, man. If anything, he's called the Freak for a reason. Look at this man's size. The stature, the aura he gives off. I even feel it all the way up here in my skybox. Ladies and gentlemen, though, I am far, far away from this man. You still could just sense the aura, how menacing he truly is, how bizarre he also truly is. Of course, last week attacking Randy Orton backstage, trying to make a statement, quote unquote. Well, at least that's what we all could really grasp upon the situation. That's really what we call make a notion of, to try and make a statement here on SmackDown. Edge, he saw it, and he decided, well, you're not going to get Randy Orton. Instead, you'll get Roman Reigns in the main event of SmackDown, in a matchup where anything goes. Ladies and gentlemen, tables, ladders, chairs, candlesticks, bats, hammers, anything and everything will and can be used. Ladies and gentlemen, the matchup begins on part 3 of SmackDown. And so we are back. This is now the beginning of SmackDown Part 3, the final part here tonight for SmackDown Week 6. And well, of course, if you missed parts 1 and 2, then go on over to watch it just before this, as it's now time for your main event. Lars Sullivan, Roman Reigns, the matchup, the long-awaited no disqualification main event has now begun, and Sullivan immediately taking it to the Roman Empire. And Lars Sullivan, of course, I've said this a couple of times throughout the night across both part 1 and part 2, but Lars Sullivan, of course, this matchup came to be. Sullivan attacked Randy Orton backstage last week. General Manager Edge, and if anything, the rest of the SmackDown fans, and also me, we drew it up as Sullivan trying to make a statement, and trying to make a statement at the expense of the Legend Killer, the Apex Predator, the Viper Randy Orton. I see their Reigns pop-up Samoan drop. Sullivan trying to make a statement at the extent of Orton, and so Edge decided try to make a statement against the big dog, try making a statement against the former number 1 contender to the WWE Championship in Roman Reigns, and in an environment that both two superstars could thrive in. A no disqualification match, I see right there. The environment immediately coming into play. Sullivan already has brought out a steel chair. Of course, Roman Reigns came up short at Money in the Bank. failure to win the WWE title from Kofi Kingston. However, it was arguably match of the night. With that being said, it's going to take more than being match of the night to win the WWE Championship or any title here in the WWE in general. And we now Roman Reigns using steel chair to his advantage and DDTs the Freak. Head first, skull first, dome piece first. Lands Lars Sullivan. The chair, the first weapon of, I can only assume, many to be used here in your main event. And now Reigns, look at the way he picks up Sullivan with ease. Roman Reigns taking it Lars Sullivan here in the early stages. Maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe not. And now Reigns here running STO. Taking down the freaking O. Never mind, Sullivan's back up and almost decapitates Reigns. Roman Reigns' head almost going into the 5th row from that clothesline over the top rope. And now Lars Sullivan looks to take advantage, perhaps, or not. Roman Reigns still in this fight, still relatively early on here in this contest. Of course, Smackdown live here tonight from Uniondale, New York. What a night it's been. As if anything, we've had the debut of Velocity, and allowing that the Cruiserweight title was on the line, we determined new number one contenders. Well, number one contenders in general for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Truly a damn good night here on Smackdown and this main event here to top things off. However, I believe we've barely edged the hour mark here. Usually it'll be a half an hour or an hour and a half show. We've barely edged the hour mark here. Matches here tonight have been relatively shorter than usual. At least I feel like. As now Sullivan, well, is gonna deconstruct the table. Of course, Byron Saxton, Michael Corey Graves, they're in a tough predicament. I got my skybox here, so I'm completely safe. Anyway, now Lars Sullivan here, and Roman Reigns, way too close for comfort for those three, I can only assume. And now Roman here, sends Sullivan into the barricade, and now a barrage of punches, 3 to be exact, takes down the Freak. Roman Reigns, what else can you be thinking of here? I definitely think Randy Orton is watching this match very intently, whether it be backstage or home. I actually got no clue if Orton is in the building tonight. He wasn't scheduled to be in action. So maybe similar to Dolph Ziggler and Intercontinental Champion Jinder Mahal. You know, maybe he did not appear since he was not scheduled to be here in the first place. As now, Sullivan. Stare off right there between Roman and Sullivan. And Roman trying to get some momentum from the crowd. And that right there is if anything, a surprisingly rookie-type mistake. Of course, when you're a man like Roman Reigns who's been in this business for a while now, when we expect to make that much mistakes, oh my god! Onto the chair, from a power slam position, out of the ring, lands Roman Reigns. Lars Sullivan, no remorse, was just shown for the body of his opposition. But if anything, that's to be expected. This isn't ballet. And now look, this both men with steel chairs, and Sullivan strikes first. And now DDT. Exact same maneuver onto a steel chair that Reigns did earlier. Sullivan, I can only assume it has more of an impact to the Sullivan's, well, if anything, his height advantage, his weight advantage, his strength advantage. As now the steel chair across the lower back here. What else can Lars Sullivan think of here? Fireman's carry position. And now, oh god, gorilla press here, and Roman, a nasty landing face first onto the handles of the chairs. Into a cover now, shoots the half, does the Freak. 1, 2, can this be it? No. Only 2. That was perhaps too close for comfort for Roman Reigns. And now look at this, Roman, back up to his feet. 2 clotheslines, tucks underneath a lariat, and a leaping clothesline / lariat. And the big dog is on the roll here. Able to rebound, and after falling face first, sent into the corner. Sullivan's face goes all up into the steel chair that was set up in the corner earlier on in the matchup. And now Roman Reigns, here we go, Superman punch, no! Sullivan blocks it. Lars Sullivan blocks it. And now Roman Reigns and Sullivan. Here we go, Reigns was looking for something, Sullivan gonna reverse. And now Sullivan, oh, look at that. On the shoulder blades, that nerve hold. Trying to bring Roman down into his knees. The numbing sensation makes you feel weak. Makes you lose the ability to even properly stand on your feet if done correctly. And Sullivan, he did that pretty damn good. He did it pretty damn well. As we clearly see as Roman crumbled down all the way. Chest first into the mat. Able to block the chair shot. And now Reigns here, German suplex. Oh, perhaps. But Sullivan able to get that back elbow. And now face first goes Roman Reigns. Reigns getting to taste his own medicine. His face will meet that steel chair. And Sullivan gonna set up another one here. Already, 3 different steel chairs have been set up in that corner. And right, 2 of them have had face meet the steel. And Sullivan here. And make that 3. Roman Reigns, his brain has to be completely scrambled here. On the part of Lars Sullivan. Well, Sullivan made a statement against Randy Orton last week, certainly making a statement this week in an actual matchup. As now Sullivan looks to stay on Roman Reigns, but Reigns able to block whatever Sullivan was attempting. Well, if anything, also strike. And now Reigns from behind and a leap and clothesline. And Sullivan just immediately rolls out. Catches his bearings with the steel chair in hand. Roman almost walked into it. Roman got lucky that time, if anything. As now Sullivan and Roman here. For anything, at the edge of the entrance ramp. You know, this match could go backstage. However, you can't win backstage. You can only win in the ring. This is not a Falls Count Anywhere contest. And thank God it isn't. If it was, then these 2 men would be destroying more than just around the ring area. They'll be destroying into the barricades, into the backstage area. Luckily enough, only no disqualifications can only win via pinfall or submission inside the ring. As Roman gets a table out now. And of course, the announce table has been disassembled earlier on as well, thanks to Lars Sullivan. And Lars now was trying to regroup in the ring for a while. And now I think he's got his bearings back here because he has Roman Reigns up from a fireman's carry position. Oh God. Not again. Gorilla press. Roman lands on the very thin layer of padding on the outside. Yes, it's padding. Very, very thin. Just because there's padding there does not mean it doesn't hurt. And off that headbutt, that rapid, just primal headbutt, if anything. And into steel steps goes Roman Reigns. As much as, if anything, it's super weird for me to say this. It'll make Edge sound like a pretty bad person. But if anything, I like to think General Manager Edge, he wanted these 2 men to destroy each other. He wanted these 2 men to just cause immense damage all over the ringside area here. Bringing those ratings. Beat JBL and Monday Night Raw. And see their Superman punch. And Roman and Sullivan are doing exactly that. Of course, Raw's main event was a rematch for Money in the Bank as new Raw Women's Champion Naomi successfully retained against former champion Becky Lynch. Of course, it was Naomi who won in the kickoff show of Money in the Bank to win the title in the first place. Won the rematch 2 weeks later, aka 24 hours ago. And so, Smackdown, they look to top that main event with this big time main event. And so far, you know, this main event's shaping up to be, as expected, a car crash, a car wrecked, if anything, between these 2 just, what can you really call them? Just immense athletes, 2 larger than life superstars. And now see the Roman, big time shot across Sullivan, and the table has been set up a couple seconds ago, and through the table goes the freak, Roman Reigns. Just a shoulder barrage. Into the table goes Sullivan, and Sullivan, what? Lars Sullivan, he's not phased. You know, this man is called a freak, but I think he actually is a freak, never mind. Roman Reigns retaliates, a spear, almost cutting the big man in half. That's it. No, it's not. Oh my God. What did we just see? Let's take a look here. How did Sullivan survive this? Recovers. Like what, 3 seconds later? Gets cut in half on spear. Now look at this. Oh my God. And 2, the broken pieces of the table land Sullivan on the outside. The immense strength of Roman Reigns being showcased right there. Powerbomb Sullivan to the outside, and once again, this man, this freak, the nickname fits very well now in retrospect. How is Sullivan still up? The bigger they are, the harder they fall. And Sullivan has taken now 2 nasty falls, and he's still battling Roman Reigns. And now Reigns here, trying to think of what can he do to put this man, scratch that, this freak down, trying to lift up Sullivan. Able to block it. And now Lars here. Oh God. Sizing up Roman here, just launches him into the ring post. Unforgiven landing. No way to brace yourself for that. And now, well, JBL, how are you going to top this matchup next Monday on Raw? Good luck with that, buddy. I'll be watching. And now Sullivan here. Not to mention I'll be commentating as well, but you get the gist here. And oh god. This is why I'm so happy I have a skybox and not why I'm down there. Because Lars Sullivan collarbone slam, a uranagi, to put it into better words if anything. Through the table. Lands. Reigns. Ladies and gentlemen, I think Lars Sullivan, he has this in the bag. It's over with. Lars Sullivan. I think he's passed Edge's test if anything. Well, if you could even call the test, I have no clue. But Sullivan, no, he hasn't! The Roman Empire is still alive and kicking. Ladies and gentlemen, this matchup continues on Smackdown. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's during the commercial break. Big time candlestick shot. And look at the way Roman just crumbles. Trying to use the turnbuckle pad, the middle turnbuckle pad, to his advantage to help him back up. We're back here, live, main event Smackdown, Uniondale, New York. What a night's been so far. And what a main event we've had so far. As now, another table has come to play. Sullivan went through the first one, and now he's looking to put Roman Reigns through this one. Oh god. The freak from the high red district, and the splash crushes Roman Reigns into the table. There's been candlesticks, there's been chairs, there's been tables, there's been announce tables as well. And Sullivan, no! Reigns is still in this fight. These two men have withstood any and everything the other has put them through. And oh god, Sullivan here. Sledgehammer. Perhaps gonna come into play. Sledgehammer was not used at all during the commercial break. And well, maybe it's about to be used right now. Oh god. I have a bad feeling about this candlestick. Sledgehammer perfectly set up. And Sullivan trying to sub Roman himself in a powerbomb. Oh god. Well, Reigns able to, luckily enough, does not have that much of a nasty. Look at this again. How did Reigns survive that? Able to also survive that powerbomb as well. He did not have a nasty landing at all on the Sledgehammer and candlestick. Because during the break, if anything, Sullivan and Reigns continued to brawl to the outside. And oh god. Reigns with the ladder now. Whacks Sullivan across the head. And now, Reigns sends Sullivan back inside the ring. Well, the main event's been so far in Smackdown. I like to think they topped Raw's Women's Championship main event between Becky Lynch and Naomi. And now, onto the ladder. Roman Reigns could have had a worse landing. Could have been all back first. That one right there was a little bit of shoulder and the rest of the arm. Luckily enough for Roman. But still, that's gotta hurt like hell. And oh no. Freak accident! By the freak himself, and what? Let's go of Roman. I thought Roman kicked out for a second. No. Sullivan doesn't want to end it like this. That was the freak accident. That could put Roman away. That was the first one of this matchup. A Superman punch and a spear has not put Sullivan away. Sullivan could have put Roman away, but the freak accident decides against it. Now what is this man thinking? I keep saying man, I mean freak. Make sure he doesn't hear me. But if anything, he isn't human. Then again, neither is Roman Reigns by this point. Any and everything that these two men have withstood has been amazing. Look at this stare off. Look at this stare off. The stare down between these two. A hoss fight here, if anything. Not really sure if many people consider Roman Reigns a hoss. But in this situation, I do. And now Reigns from the high red district, he doesn't usually fly. And that right there was one of the rare occasions where he does. And it was much needed. That crossbody takes down Sullivan. And now into the ladder in the corner. Go Sullivan and a spear into it. Reigns now looking to put the white Superman punch. Roman Reigns. What a flurry of offense. Not gonna pin Sullivan. What? Sets the ladder down here. That could have been a perfect opportunity. That was a perfect opportunity to put Sullivan away, take it home, end off Smackdown. Even though Smackdown will be ending off a little bit early. It's been a rather quick night of action here tonight. But now Sullivan, after that clothesline, desperation pinfall, Roman's still alive in this fight. And now Sullivan, candlestick across the back, and now across the abdomen, and across the lower back, and now the kneecap. Oh god, look at Roman's head on the ladder. Luckily enough, Sullivan wasn't able to see it. If he did it, I would think he has bad intentions on caving Roman's skull into that ladder. You know, hopefully I don't really put it out there and give Sullivan any ideas. But then again, he can't hear me. I got a skybox, but still. And now Reigns here, looking for a power bomb, able to still lift up Sullivan. Power bomb onto the ladder, and the Freak rolls to the outside of the ring. That could have been it. Sullivan, to be aware of his surroundings, to roll up to the outside of the ring to make sure Reigns cannot pin him. And now Sullivan just on the ladder, got rolled onto a ladder. Now, what else is Roman Reigns thinking of here? What else can you think of to put this man away? They've been through everything. We've had 2 tables break, an announced table break. We've had these men fall on ladders, on the chairs, on the broken pieces of a table. Been set head first into steel chairs. They've gone through everything, any and everything here. And now, oh, referee getting knocked out. Very durable referee. He'll get back to his feet. You know, I wouldn't. If Roman Reigns was to run into me, whether by accident or on purpose, I would just immediately die on the spot, most likely. Especially if it was Lars Sullivan, I'll get trampled. I would die on the spot. But that referee very tough. I see where there's Sullivan. Falls down nastily, and luckily enough, not all back first. But got the arm, got the back of the shoulder, similar to what happened to Roman earlier, if anything. And now Sullivan gonna outpower Roman, brings him down with the low thrust press, and now, if anything, look at this nasty. Then now wait, get away from the break. Get away from the replay. Sullivan sizing Roman up now. Just dragged him to the ring with ease, sizing him up now. The freak accident, second one in this matchup. The replay, horrifically timed. Because I think that's it, and it is. Finally. These two men, they've taken a good amount of time from each other's careers, I like to think. Well, this no disqualification contest lived up to a lot of expectations, maybe even exceeded it. It took 2 freak accidents to put Roman away. Maybe he would have taken 1, but Sullivan didn't pin Roman afterwards. Perhaps got a little bit too cocky. See right there, look at that Uranagi through the table, through the announce table, if anything. Reigns a Superman punch. Was now put Sullivan away, and oh my god! What? Randy Orton! Where did he come from? It's literally an RKO out of nowhere. And now Orton now can't stick. Sullivan gets back up to his feet. And oh god, Orton here, assaulting Lars Sullivan. I didn't even see where Randy Orton came from. Did he come out the crowd? He must have. He must have come out the crowd. Randy Orton looking for revenge from what Sullivan did to him last week, attacking him backstage. Randy Orton attacking a weakened Lars Sullivan with an RKO out of nowhere, and now multiple shots across the back and the abdomen section of Lars Sullivan. With the candlestick, Sullivan's trying to get out of it. He's trying to roll out the way. Orton will not let up. He will not let up, if anything. And now Orton here. The Viper, the Apex Predator, the Legend Killer. He wasn't scheduled to be here tonight. If anything, I thought he might have taken the night off, but no. He was lurking. He was lurking around backstage. I didn't see him backstage, if anything, waiting for his moment. Knew this main event was gonna happen. And so he struck. That's smart. That's smart, if anything. To attack Sullivan after such a grueling contest. And now look at this Orton. Someone's trying to fight back, but Orton, the candlestick, has done so much damage already. Along with whatever else punishment Sullivan has went through, which there has been a ton of it in this main event. Vintage Orton right there, moments ago. And Randy savoring this moment here. He's getting his revenge from last week. 2 candlesticks are his best friends here tonight. And of course the RKO, yet again. Randy Orton. Revenge. Revenge for the Viper. Looking for a third one, no. Sullivan trying to fight back. Oh, well, punch. And now Orton able to block. And now Randy Orton, a third RKO. Sweet, sweet, sweet revenge for the Viper. Randy Orton gets his pound of flesh to end off Smackdown.